I ain't played a game all day for real, so this is about to be either really bad or really good. Why did it say I signed out of EA? And I've been on Madden the whole time.
I ain't going out like no sucker. Had to let it burn like Usher. Gave a rush for an hour, Chris Tucker.
That nigga was scratching on the
I had to wait my time like a buffer.
Scratching on something. He scratching on the stairs, like trying to. And then just go.
For the legendary coach and co-founder.
But I was thinking you could use it
Here's a good
now.
look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set
I have a
to
superstition
with the Cleveland Browns. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
When I had the red controller in Miami, I was losing every single game in front of Kevin and Alex.
The former second-round pick. This is Joe Mixon.
Every game in front of him.
Call it a 1-yard gain.
He was like, damn, I thought he was good.
Defensively, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And some room to roam now. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
I need to figure some
shit
shit out.
A nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
What the? Okay, I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't get it.
But he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Now Cousins on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his right.
Did all that to not even get the first
This
down.
is going to depend on forward progress, but they're saying no, he didn't get there. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down, and the Bengals will get the football back.
The game is going on.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know the thought process.
Damn, he blitzing.
Grant Delpit in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that.
Oh, my.
Chase, but it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
I threw it. I threw a low pass. Greedy, I shouldn't.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But if there's a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Burrow will throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
Come on, bro.
Complete on the deep ball. So this rivalry, Charles, here in the Buckeye State, Cincinnati and Cleveland.
You better go cook it up.
Felt like for a while it took a dip as these two.
Go give me some, man. I get $1.
Now, I think this rivalry is budding again as one of the best under-the-radar rivalries in the NFL.
I agree with you absolutely, because both of these teams have the arrow pointing up. They've kind of solved their quarterback issues. They're
$55.
But one of the most defining moments of this rivalry to me wasn't even in a Browns-Bengals game. It was a Seahawks-Bengals game. When head coach Sam Leitch addressed the crowd and emphasized that Cincinnati was the place to be.
Well, Charles, I think his exact words were, you don't live in Cleveland, you live in Cincinnati. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and then angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
That's a stolen
get him
away,
down
dog.
up past the 15. 43 yards.
Well, you know where the ball going.
He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they were backed against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the 3rd level before you know it.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Cousins. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nice
Why is it that I'm waiting where the ball's going and they're still going the opposite way?
So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again.
And he takes
I know where the ball's going, and it's still going the way that's not supposed. Okay.
Kareem Hunt, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Right, so he's like, bro, I'm so high.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Wow. Throw here to his running back. Room here to run. And
wow.
All the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. The offense has to love that, because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They run right side with Hunt. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there's another 1st down run right there.
Dancing to his left.
I don't understand why you're not.
That's Hunt. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be a 2nd down. Throwing his Cousins. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, time to perfect and knock it free. We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
They're getting blocked at like the perfect run.
For a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Browns add on to their lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
You're so
They
slow.
certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Second and 10. Now it's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now Burrow on first down.
Okay.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back in pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Come on.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Why did you do that?
All over him that time.
You gotta get out. You're just messing up.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why they look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Flush to his right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again.
When I'm doing that,
I'm John Johnson. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Cousins from his end zone on 3rd down. This will be caught by Brown. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Browns send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. That's taken on the 25. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead down to touchdown.
Is your brother Booty feeling better?
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away.
Ain't been hurting.
This is Jakeem Grant. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Final play of the half, Cousins.
Are you?
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
I don't understand. Like, I don't know. I don't get it.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
Bat down the ball instead of trying to pick it off. Just doesn't sit right with me.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. To throw, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
We don't have to punt?
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. Trucks over it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. DJ Reader there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt.
Okay, he's passing
got
to
another
the
first down.
Now I
Tackle's
need
going
to
to be
say
made at the Bengals 43. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Cousins to throw it. He'll buy some time right. He'll find Schwartz.
Can I understand why I'm not catching any picks?
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Can I understand why I know it's going outside and you're still not getting there?
Says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. Play fake. Cousins. Swings this out for Hunt. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So I know that play was
And
coming.
they'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him?
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. They'll run with Hunt. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They run again with Hunt. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and
do all that. That's annoying.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Again, it's Hunt.
That's annoying. I sent everybody.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
That's annoying.
Hunt taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Wow.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And It's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Why can't I catch? Okay, the jump ball. It's not.
Wind up incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
They go play action with Burrow. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the
Oh, God. I gotta
It's
do
going
this.
to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That is caught. It's Williams. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible. Try and throw it into the
Oh,
end.
my
Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Bengals. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength. Got to put those doubts to rest right there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
The Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. 56 yards the punt that time, 12 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Cincinnati.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket, but it's a lot to...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Cousins now. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt.
That's what's killing me. I know where the ball is going. It's not going anywhere else.
18 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Cousins to throw. Got an open man. It's Schwartz. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. On 1st down, it's Hunt. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's Cousins. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll run on 1st down. Hunt, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Cousins. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game.
That's
Look like they're
upsetting.
in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Forced out to his left. Pass complete. Hurst. And he's going to have a first down as he stops the clock with 12 seconds left to play.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down. Got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
To throw, Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
A final shot now for Burrow, eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Troy Hill picks it, and the Browns are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Cleveland, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it's just their 2nd loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11.
I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is